before we start, a little bit of a background on this race. It's a 50 lap endurance race that I was hosted on stream, and someone said that you can't be competitive unless you're in an RE7B. So I joined to prove a point in a Tempesta, and we'll see how this goes. We go to the back to start with, mainly to put ourselves a bit more of a disadvantage and to try and avoid anything bad at turn 1, which didn't seem to happen, so we're already about 5-10 seconds behind at this point. But gained 3 positions out of just when we started from the back, and already having to defend. So we're just trying to catch up back up to the pack at this point. And already someone's gone for the hairpin. Even more contact, the lamppost has gone down. But we make our way through into 13th. We come back up on Pie Guy. Just trying to wait for the track to dry out because of the weather system in GTA. Just trying to cut through, get some positions. People are spinning off at around the first lap. Giving them basically some 3 positions. Pie Guy has a bit of a, what can I assume to be a lag spike, which gives us a bit of a shunt, lets Enroy go through. And already people are having issues on the close-up corner with lampposts and such. So try to go down the inside of Pie Guy. And we're getting slowed down and Tox comes towards us. Getting to lap 2, already in 13th. Someone was having issues on turn 1 again. Now that little bit there causes quite a lot of issues, as you'll see later in the race. It just tends to throw your car off and puts you in the wall if you're not very careful about it. People hitting lampposts and such. Up into 8th now as more people go off. Let's catch up back to the main pack. Getting hit again. Just come through the hairpin. Try and make a move on Mekarita. And just about gets it to stick. Come out through a Muff, who is the only other Tempesta in this race. Get a little bit of a boost off that curb and we get past him just about fine. Back up to the top 6 now. Some of the guys in this lobby were really quite quick. Enroy is really quick and you won the last 2 events I'm told in this one. This is my first time in this event. We're also in a car that's disadvantaged, so we get another 2 positions on the last turn as they have a bit of a fight together. And a couple on his Torna with Minster, who's quite slow for some reason. It takes us a while to get past him actually, considering how slow he is. The audio takes a shit. We have a look up his inside, think the better of it, as he loses the back end. We get the run on him, but again he's at our inside and we have to let him go. We ram him as he goes slow, and then Steve is allowed to go through. We try to go for the dive bomb, but he cuts us up. Spinning back round, still up into 2nd. And getting a much better run in the what's essentially more controllable Zentorno. As we get the lead, up into 1st after 2 or 3 laps. And that Zentorno's causing more issues with the people behind us. So we hopefully try and keep the lead for as long as we can. I always seem to end up going slower when I'm in the lead of a race. I don't know, when I've got something to chase I tend to be a lot quicker, and you'll see that happen as we get caught up quite quickly. But we'll stay on board for the first few laps. It's lap 4. Come around the first corner and nearly lose it off that little bump, which causes us, again, a lot of issues throughout the race. 2.2 seconds ahead of as of that last checkpoint. But again, that little spin didn't do us much good, and we're already being caught as we come towards a hairpin. Just try and brake early and go defensive, make sure no one can get up our inside. And we got a bit too far, hit the lamppost, caused a bit of a crash. But we escaped mostly unscathed, but there's still 2 people closing us down. So anyway, we take very tentatively, just trying to make sure we don't make any more mistakes. And first, the pressure's on a little bit. So the winner of this does get a $3.5 million shark card. It's bought by the EJSA, the streamer who hosted this race. We gained a bit of a gap down the back straight on the RE7Bs, which is a bit odd considering the inferior top speed of the Tempesta. The only place this car actually gains time is in the 2nd sector, because it has a relatively low top speed and is much worse in high speed corners, but manages to keep it together in the low speed ones, which is what the 2nd sector is all about. which you'll see later in the race. We make a lot of aggressive moves into the hairpin because there's only Percy Tempesta stands a chance really. Because we're already being pressured by, I don't know who this is, but we keep it very tight, make sure no one can get past. And get a little bit of a gap in the second sector again, as you can see by the mini-map. So the preview window's a bit small, just can't hard to see what's going on. Double apex, it's really just trying to keep it off the grass. We've got to commit to fully bumping over it or just staying around it. Just stay around it, maintain the throttle a little bit and get a good run down this back straight. And again, keep to the inside, make sure these guys can't get past us. Trying to keep first as long as physically possible. We actually rammed by, I think that's Enroy behind us. Yes it is. We're on to lap 6, gives us a bit of a speed boost down here. And it lose a lot of time off that little bump on turn 1, which allows Pie Guy on that outside, I believe. We managed to defend again, but there's now 4 cars right on our backside as we come down towards the hairpin. Try and keep it down the inside, but somebody who don't realise think it's Enroy thinks better of it. I think that caused a little bit of a pile up at the hairpin. We've got a bit more free air. As we skip forward a few laps where we actually get caught by Toxap onto lap 7. Defending from him. Managed to get that bump going quite well. Only 3 cars in our rear. Again defending. Toxap can't find a way through. Enroy is trying to give us a bit of a shunt. Again, those high speed corners, the RSMB really does dominate as we lose 2 positions into the hairpin. We're getting much better driving than Toxap and managed to get 1 back. Weird contact this, just spin off the back of Enroy for no reason, get shunted back round, and go back down to 4th after all that. Racing Pro and Enroy really quick. Toxap's sort of up there. Enroy has an issue, gets everyone else off, and me and Toxap are the only ones going down straight. Absolutely nailed on the straight by the RE7B. I get absolutely high centred by the bump in the road. Because there's a lot of issues in that first corner. But for some reason get a better run than Toxap out of the last corner. And closing down a little bit. Pie Guy's about a second behind us roughly. Have a look at the inside, think better of it. And continue along. Get a much better run off that little bump in the road. Have a look at the inside. Doesn't quite work out because it's a very much 97 beat corner. Have another look up there. Tried to leave him room. So we come down to the hairpin. Tried to brake early and come in on the inside, but Pie Guy has something to say about that one. Just Toxap has a bad exit off that corner. We ram to the back of him, keep him in the lead. And we'll see what we can do coming down the back straight. He goes a lot wider than we do, but loses it on the exit. This might give us a bit of a rundown. And it does, we get a much better exit there. A little bit of a contact there. We try and run down to the last hairpin. Brake before the bump so we don't get high centred going again. Still keep it down. Have a look down the inside. Doesn't quite work out. Even hopefully you will he'll crack under the pressure. As we lose a position to Enroy down the inside of the first corner, as we go slowly. And Enroy has a go at Toxap as well, so Enroy getting 2 positions and 2 corners into first. And we also get a much better run around Toxap. He gives us a bit of a hit in the backside to carry on. There's 3 cars behind us once more, so we attack Enroy. Someone spins out of my back end, probably Toxap again. And we get a much better exit in the second sector. And make a relatively easy move down Enroy's inside, but again the RE7B just couldn't hang it around the outside so much better than the Tempesta can. So we can take out a signpost trying to get some boost off the outside of the track. And we missed the checkpoint trying to get around DJ respawn. It's not going well. So we get up back down to 7th, 8th place now. We lost 6 positions respawning by missing that checkpoint. Trying to get the boost on the footpath. Muff has a few issues, and Toxap for some reason lost a lot of time on the penultimate corner. A bit of resistance there, but he manages to hold on fine, I think. But we gain a position again. So we try to look at the inside of Muff again. He isn't as quick as us, I don't think. Like being in the same car, so should be an easy pass, especially if he loses it and we get a nice shunt at the rear. That leads us to chase down EJ a little bit whilst hopefully trying to fend off Top Snap. Runs wide for some reason. Gets us a nice run going to the next corner. We'll go down his inside. And that was a bit of lag on his POV. He didn't actually hit those lampposts, as he stuck with us quite well, but we get the move done. Head down the back straight. We get a little bit of time on him actually. So we go and chase down fourth. So yeah, Missouri Stephen fourth. He gets a bit of a bailout with a rev boost off the exit of that corner. But it's a terrible second corner and we come up on him. Try and look around the outside, but it's not going to happen. Get a much better boost off that little bit of the track. Have a look down the inside. Just about keep it together. Look, all this battery's got EJ back through in, and Top Snap's having a look as well, but doesn't quite get his car to stick. So try and get position back from EJ. Nice little dive bomb into there and get the move done easy enough. We'll come back up on Steve, having a look round. Decided the better of going for the move on the inside there, we weren't really close enough to do anything. We come back around to the double apex. Trying to get a much better run down the straight. This is all you can really hope for. Just beeping, just letting no one was inside, and a bit raising there. He sort of turns over us. He didn't really see me, and I couldn't do anything about it. Get you that, lets EJ through. Back it down to fifth once more. Again, we get a slightly better exit, but the RSMB speed just lets him pull away. And for some reason on this back straight, the Tempesta gets a bit of speed from that bump if you catch it right. Losing the back end a little bit there. That's not how you catch up to an RE7B. So he runs wide a tad, hits a lamppost, loses a lot of speed. And we get to have another look at this inside, get the move done, and just an unlucky tap sends her into a lamppost. He managed to just keep it on track there. This is up into fourth and chasing down the top three. You're coming up to lap EV13 if I remember rightly, who doesn't seem to want to get out of these guys' way. They eventually move out his way. And we lay on our horn to make sure he lets us through, which he doesn't seem too keen on doing, but he makes an error in the ultimate corner and lets us through fairly quickly anyway. Not through his unwillingness, but hey. Enroy got up that exit and we beat him, so nobody got the speed on him, but his RE7B just catches up the speed just in time so we can't get through. So we just have to fall him through for the rest of the next few corners, so we try and catch back up to the top two. We're losing a bit of time through this sector. But hopefully the guys up front are battling with each other, losing a bit of losing time to each other. And also Houston wants to take that inside line through the curbs, and it helps us out a lot in the race. Let's try and carry this car through this difficult sector. That corner's really about how much throttle you can put down without losing the back end or running wide. Nearly hit a pedestrian. Yeah, we're making some different roads on the top two as they battle each other, slow each other down. Enroy's leaving me a bit, but soon he's going to be in the thick of that and hopefully allow me to catch up again. That last corner is really hard to take. You have to let off the throttle a lot more than you would do if it was flat, otherwise you just go wide and hit the walls at the outside really. If you take that any faster, or as fast as you think you should be to take it, should it be flat. As Enroy's team is behind a little bit here as we're sort of struggling with the pace at this stage in the race. But he's caught to the battle for the top three, and that might slow him down a little bit, especially in the second sector where the Tempesta seems to get a little bit of speed. So it's just a case of trying to chase down for the lead now and hope no one makes a mistake. As Enroy gets a bad run out of that corner. chasing down all of them now. And this could get us a nice little first place back if we play this right. Pie guy bottles it, it's a lamppost. And it gets a bad run to this corner. We have a little bit of an advantage, but not enough to make a move, I don't think. And we have a look, but realise it's not going to work out. Get absolutely wrecked off that bump, and we cut forward a few laps, so we catch back up to the top 3 again. As the last few laps were just setting lap times to try and catch back up to these guys, as we didn't really lose any positions through that mistake, just a lot of time. Mostly it's just a case of trying to make up time while these guys are fighting each other and essentially letting me catch them up by trying to defend from 2 different cars. You can see I gained so much time through that back straight by the better exit I got. Trying to get some boost from the curbs. And that's about as fast as you can take that corner really. You have to try and aim to land on the curb. Fertman's just pulled off. Probably had an issue in watching out the rear laps cars. You get a much better bump from there, take 1 position, have a look at taking 2, we managed to get that done just about, but NY hangs it on the outside. And Pie Guy gets a better run, and we go back down to 4th again. Well, we're going to try and make a move on the inside here, probably. Yeah. Pie Guy gets a much worse run out of there, and up into 3rd. NY chases down Racing Pro, who's actually really quick as well, I may have mentioned that earlier. These guys will be slowing each other down all the way, especially if he's hitting lampposts. A little bit of that curb helps us out a little bit. We get a huge run on both of these guys, but kind of get blocked by Racing Pro a little bit. Down the inside of Enroy, as he comes back at us with a superior run. We're going to have a look, try and Pie Guy's having a look at us again. And actually manages to get the run down on us, but we'll have the inside into this corner. So he leaves us room on the inside, we leave him room on the outside so he doesn't crash into the arm because of horrible contact physics. So get the speed on Enroy's trying to make a move. A bit too far to make it on this corner, we're just trying to defend at the minute. There's a couple more lap traffic, he was a bit too keen to get out of the way, he doesn't realise he can get stuck there. And we get spun around by Pie Guy. I just think it's better if I die for moving down to 5th and lost a lot of time. Just once again, a case of trying to catch back up to these guys who will be losing time over each other, as Umbra's car is just sat in the middle of the footpath where I wanted to exit that corner, but hey, we get a nice bump coming down this last straight. I'm trying to make time on these guys again. Someone drops a lamppost on me. Get around it quite quickly. Umbra leaves. His car might be stuck there for the next lap. As we got a significant gap to 6th, but the top 4 just all clumped together battling and losing so much time over each other. Get a nice little bump which gives us a run past a couple of these laps. Got the inside of Pie Guy. Get taken out again. Get stuck in the lamppost as we try and spin the car back round. Now back down to 6th and lose a position to Fertman's to Zentano as well. Oh no, he's just unlapping himself, so we should be able to get back past him as he loses his Zentano on that corner. It's a lamppost. As the main pack's coming back up to some more lap traffic, I believe. So we get a much better run off this corner again. We both hit posts, it's not gone well. Again, these top 2 are fighting each other and they're losing time to us lot. We're approaching the halfway point of the race now. Actually navigate that bump perfectly well. And these guys are all bunching up to each other again. Just a case of we're getting left behind a little bit here. Trying and make a bit. We actually gain a lot of time to that second sector again. Just in case we try to take the corners as fast as you can to try and nullify the advantage that the R7B will gain at this part of the track. Quite lucky with that fallen post that we get a good run. Get a massive run down to this last corner. Might make a look down the inside if all goes well. Mekarita has a bit of a spin, gives us 5th place. Probably got wrecked by the same bump that I did off several laps ago. Nearly got hit by that post again. The massive row on EJ and Pyga will have to back off for fear of hitting EJ. Nearly lose it on that bump again. Come back through. Bad luck on the inside, doesn't quite work. So is that Enroy going slowly? We get past. Oh, it was Tox outside. We get past. We'll try and dive bomb down the inside. We lose a little bit of room around the outside and we just force him into the Armco as he tries to turn wide, and then he gets wrecked by oncoming traffic and up into 4th, but miles off the top 3. We end up getting left behind by them a little bit. We cut forward till we end up getting caught by 6th. You see that lead packers actually had an issue on that corner as we were losing time to them. Mekarita and Pyguy had a bit of a crash. We get a run on Pyguy. I don't think we'll get Mekarita on this stretch just because the R7B pulls, especially if we hit a lamppost like that. That doesn't help our case. There's Naburu who was catching us actually gets past us. Opts to go over the grass. I don't think that's the best line, but each their own. Naburu and Mekarita are having a bit of a fight with each other as we're being just defend from Pyguy at the same time. Just at the halfway point now, 25 more laps to go out of the 50. In 5th place, we're miles off the top 2 at this stage. I'll just try to get us out of the top 5 at this point in the race, really, unless they have an issue with each other. We get hit by Pyguy, that actually helps us out a little bit. Go defensive, spin the car a little bit. Pyguy hits the lamppost, doesn't really affect him too much. So we hang it up his inside, leaving the space. He leaves out the next corner. We let him go through and try and get an exit off this corner. But it goes relatively well. We're down to 6th as well. Go past some black traffic. He's pretty keen to get out of the way. Pyguy hits a lamppost, but gets the little first gear boost and lets him carry on. Ahead of us. We're still absolutely miles away from the top 2. They're actually being lost. Look, actually Pyguy is going to get away from us. So we lose the car again off that bump, and we cut forward a few laps. We're 6th still, but we've caught back up to the battle for 3rd, I believe. Between Mekarita, Pyguy and Naburu. Mekarita has a bit of an issue with Pyguy. Pyguy carries on. We get 5th place. Our big gamer, we're getting a bit too happy to get out of the way. This lamppost drops, Pyguy goes slowly. Burr and Pyguy have a bit of an issue, that lets us up into 3rd. But the top 2, if I'm right, are a bit far away for our liking. So we try and defend from. I have no idea who that is, probably anyway. Caught on straight by the R7B. Tempesta has no power. It's just all about low speed corners with Tempesta. Anyway, it's a lamppost. Loses some speed and lets us back into 3rd again. But 3/5 of the way through the race, lap 13. Get a nice little shunt, helps us out a little bit. Even though someone's still got runners on the outside. Anyway, even on the shunter does still get some much better speed around that corner. We have to see the position, get back down to 4th. There's also 5th and 6th are starting to make inroads on us. The top 3 are looking even further away at this point. But having said that, I believe that same car is a double apex catching that traffic. come round to lap the other Tempesta and Musha. They should be for position. And we hit a lamppost. Do a full 360. And that's not going to go back down to 6th again. I lost even more time. 10 seconds behind the lead of Racing Pro. Got a lot of time to make up over the course of 20 laps. McAree gets a bad run off that corner. Go slowly, make up some time to him. Not enough to make a move, but we can hopefully get a nice bit of a bump, which we didn't do. Use a lot of time to the RE7B in that corner. These high speed ones where you really need that downforce that the RE7B has. But Tempesta has a lot more mechanical grip, so it can navigate these small turns quite quickly. So you made up a lot of speed. I've looked down the inside, but there's no chance there. RTD, lap traffic. He's also quite laggy from past experience, so I don't know how well he'll be getting out of the way. Actually seems to be holding McAree up a little bit. I lay on the horn, just try and let him know that he's about to be lapped, and he takes McAree out a little bit, and then we gain 5th from that. As we come up to Musha, who shouldn't be fighting for position. I mean, I lay on the horn to let him know that he's about to be lapped. He's a bit too eager to get out of the way again and manages to crash to the Armco with its dodgy contact physics. Which just means any time you hit the thing, you just get stuck to it. We're going to defend from McAree, who takes us out. We come off better. Pie Guy's had a bit of an incident as well. Try and gain some time Pie Guy through there as he hits the lamppost, cuts across us, hits us again. That was probably a bit of lag. He dives down the inside there and just about manages to hold on to 4th. Trying to get good exit to double apex again for the last straight. Get the boost off the lawn. I think RB is pretty much done for this race now. He's put up to the side. If you race quick, if he quits out, I think it spawns a car and small pedestrians, which just rules the race for everyone else. So he's just going to stay there for the rest of the time. As we actually, Pie Guy starts to pull away from us, but a few laps later, he pulls up to the lead pack again, and we manage to catch up through them, losing time, fighting each other. Just trying to get some run onto the last corner. On the double apex, sorry. Try and catch up to these guys, they're all fighting each other. Padgy has a bit of an error, makes a huge mistake that gets us into 3rd. Yeah, nearly lose it on that last corner. And anyone trying to defend from Pie Guy, and it's causing them both issues as we very nearly lose it on that little bump again. The bump seems to affect the Tempesta a lot more than it does the RE7B, as Padgy has a look at our rear end and probably gets wrecked. Possibly have a look on the inside of Pie Guy. Hit the lamppost, doesn't help our the sign, sorry, doesn't help our case. Give him a bit of shunt in the rear end. Have a look at the inside. He's lagging around a little bit. There's Racing Pro absolutely wrecks us on the inside. And the Brewery gets through as well. Quite nice, 6th and a lot of time off the lead. As he then a little bit of resistance again, he hits the lamppost, unfortunate for him, but we end up cutting forward a little bit, coming to lap traffic, and once again Racing Pro actually hit us in the arse. We crash into the Armco quite badly, and that damaged our rear end. Affects our rear grip a lot through the rest of the race. So Racing Pro lets us through because that was, you know, it was entirely his fault. The damage our rear end does hamper our rear grip a little bit through the rest of the race, through the last 10-11 laps or so. As you can see, we're just running wide around that corner because we can't get the power down properly. Lap traffic, Muff gets out of the way accidentally. We're in 5th, trying to catch up to the top 4 again, who are, again, appear to be in a bit of a clump fighting each other. Racing Pros back chasing us once more. We're probably going to stay on board here for the, we might do, for the last 10 or 11 laps. So we try and hunt down that lead pack. Racing Pro goes on our outside, nothing we can do with that one. The Area 7Bs are so much over speed. And there's a bit of an issue. Absolutely crashes into lap traffic. Pie guys the same mission. We gained 2 positions, open to 4th. Or 1 position, sorry. We're getting the top 3. About 5 seconds ahead of us at this point, with 10 laps to go. But they are fighting each other. Enroy's dropped out of that lead pack. A bit of an issue. I fit a lamppost on a full 360. So I hit the horn to let them know it was coming through. Lose vision to Pag and Racing Pro got down to 6th. I mean, the 360 probably helped us a little bit in the fact that we didn't have to spend ages putting our car back on the right way. But we're at the bottom end of this pack as Racing Pro absolutely goes to 9 off that lamppost. Gained a free position. And going to the last 10 laps, where it looks like we're still on board for the rest of this. Nearly lose it off that bump once more. That thing really screwed me over this entire race. Try and make some time on this little sector on these guys as they try and fight each other. Lampposts are being dropped everywhere, trying to avoid them. Get that little boost off the small grass patch. Really helps our case a little bit. We've got Enroy, Pagai, Naburu and Padgy. That lamppost is a front flip, that's just that one. Pagai slowed down a lot from hitting those 2 lampposts. Whereas Naburu absolutely wrecks Padgy. Probably not much you could do to back out of that one. That gets us 2nd place with 9 laps to go in this race. Trying to defend from the Buru as we try at the same time as getting a lot of speed on Enroy. We'll lose it all through that corner. Gaining time, corner by corner at this point. I don't know what's happening to him. Have a look down the inside, nothing really happens. We get a nice exit on there though. Can we make the move stick? Close the door, try to hang around the outside, but we managed to keep 1st place. And come up to lap traffic again. Ali pulls over to the side, lets us through. Just narrowly avoiding pedestrian. It's really not gone well. He absolutely wrecked on the 2nd last corner by Enroy, who comes and eventually hit a lamppost. Naburu then hits us, but we managed to hold all 3 out together and laying on the horn to let this lap traffic know that we're coming through. DV13's been a bit troublesome this race, so it's again laying on the horn to let him know that this lap traffic and he should get out of the way. Which he doesn't usually be a fan of. We lose the rear end because of our lack of traction on that corner. Absolutely wrecked, but I don't even know if he moved back down to 4th, up to 3rd, even though we've crashed a pie guide. Nothing's gone well, but we end up in 1st through that bit of a pile-up. Again, defending from Enroy. I just got a bit of a tank slapper, it's fine. Responding to someone in the game chat who thought he hit me, just letting him know that I was just the back end, it wasn't his fault. Yeah, bad exit, but still, Padge is trying to have a go at us. Enroy gives us a bit of a shunt because of the low speed that we got from that. Trying to hold on to 1st. We're pretty much holding it down in the Tempesta. We've got a little bit of a gap over the guys behind us. First car doesn't screw us over too badly. A bit of a snap on coming out of turn 2, which lets Naburu dive ball our inside. We've already defended that a little bit better, and Padge comes through as well. We'll get Padge back on that corner. By Naburu, that probably turned in a little bit there. Padgy doesn't seem to want to stop hitting us all over the place in this stupid chrome RE7B. Hitting that sign doesn't do our exit any favours. Neither does that, but at this point in the race everything's on the line. I had no idea being second in a Tempesta at this point, so I was quite nervous to try and keep hold of it all. The Buru has a look at our inside. Doesn't quite get to stick his way on the inside of this next con. He's going to have to back out this one, I think. Yeah, in the end he backs out and tries to have a look in the next corner possibly. I think it's him that wipes out there. Oh no, it's someone else. The Buru's still alive. Just getting a bit of time on those guys, trying to catch up to Padgy, who I don't think is that quick, but obviously has the advantage of being in RE7B. Get a nice exit off there. If he's getting some boost on the inside that we can't get, that's going to take him out. For some reason he loses a lot of power and we just saw past him. Get first place again. He spins us round. Padgy isn't the cleanest human on the earth. Enroy gives us a little bit of a shunt. Padgy looks for some little curb boosts, but it's not going to help him. We're up his inside. Got the move done before we even enter turn one. Just a case of trying to block him off at this point. To recoup on some more lap traffic. See how badly this goes. I believe it's Furtness from the Zentorno who we're coming up to. Zentorno probably wasn't the optimum choice of this race. You have to know how to drive it fast to get the lap time out of it, and I don't think he knows. It's just a less controllable version of the Tempesta, to be honest. Know that we're coming through. He moves over to the side of the race, hits a lamppost. Probably doesn't do people behind me any favours, but lets me through just fine. Still, first place, coming on to like 45, I want to say. This Padgy just gets us. Oh, like 47. 4 more laps to go. In first place, trying to defend from Padgy, and whoever this is on our inside. Racing Pro gets the move done. Padgy has a look as well. Swipes us again. That doesn't help. Padgy comes back on our inside because we got swiped. We're going to make another move on down the inside more likely. Yes, Padgy done dusted. As he again swipes at our inside. Absolute scumbag. Gets the Buru through, and Enroy has a look as well. We lose a bit of time, but we get a much better exit than Enroy. We actually saw past him, even though his RE7B picks up the pace and our rubber speed means nothing. Got 3 laps to go. We're in 4th position. Definitely going to stay in box at the end of the race with this battle. Considering we were 10 seconds behind with, I don't know, 10-20 laps to go, this has gone quite well. We've got massive speed on these guys going into this little sector, as they're all trying to fight each other. As we go down inside the Buru, hit a sign doesn't help us, and the Buru gets back in front. Have a look at the inside, but that's never going to work. He's just trying to stick to these guys and try and make a move. Everyone's getting tired at this point in the race. Mistakes are going to be made. So the Buru gets a terrible exit. And we sort of past him. Coming up on Enroy. There's nothing much we can really do into that corner with him right in front of us. The Buru has a look up the inside, but we shut the door. It's going to have to be a lot closer for me to leave him room there. 2 more laps to go. Third place, it's podium in a Tempesta. Boo's having a look. I'm going to have to let him through. There's a bit of a spin on these at that corner. So we can come through, get a bit of a dodgy hit off that curb. Combination of that curb and that lack of rear end grip puts us into that lamppost. Go down to 5th position, defending from 6th with a lap and a half to go. At this point, it's just balls to the wall. We're just pushing the car as fast as it can be driven in an attempt to try and gain a position back before the end of the race. I really wanted to get a podium in the Tempesta, and this is the only way to do it. Anyone makes a mistake, we get the speed on him, even though we brake too late into that corner, hit the lamppost. Anyone makes an error as well, but we lose time on the top guys, which is what we care about. And Padgy comes in, puts us back into 5th, even though it's a lamppost. And we also got a bad exit just trying to drive the wheels off the car. We've lost with one lap, we lost a lot of time, probably 5 seconds or so. It should be 5 seconds like quicker than these guys if we want to win the race. Hoping that they make a mistake, take each other out or something, to try and get me a position. Just trying to keep the thing together while at the same time trying to set a good lap time. Lose the back end a little bit because of that rear tyre. Can't take that corner as fast as we want to. Padgy's having a look at power guys inside. This could cause a bit of an issue for them. I think one or another Enroy's streak of the past 2 races is going to be over. As Padgy loses it a little bit. As Racing Pro Naburu go into the last corner. Naburu bottles it, hits a lamppost, runs wide, and that's what happens if you take that corner too quickly. Naburu's bottled it, gives us 4th place, even though you must think that had we not have lost at the second to last corner, we could have easily got a podium, maybe even 2nd. There's a final classification. 101.2 best lap in the Tempesta. The 59.6 in the Nero. I actually went back later and got a 59.8, I believe, in the Nero, which is a worse car than the Tempesta, but would have been the 2nd best lap in that race. So the next time one of those is hosting, I might use a Nero and try and possibly get in the top 5 again, see what happens. As you could see from the classifications, we're the only Tempesta in the top 15 really, which was quite good on my part. We even just set a better lap time than the vast majority of RE7Bs, so well, the point is proven. You don't need an RE7B to be competitive in endurance races apparently.